Good morning, everyone. Sorry for me being a little bit under-energized, let's call it that way, but this is maybe also a good way to kind of pep myself up a bit. I'm having a shitty day. Well, it started really shitty, but I hope that with making this a vlog it will get better, and me going to training this will also get better. And yeah, this video is all about how you need to find something to kind of stay sane, and maybe kind of reiterating how great this I still got my earphones on, how great this YouTube thing is and these vlogs for your own mental health in a way, and making these vlogs kind of treating as a diary, but also kind of improving yourself. So that's what this vlog is all about. I'm not going to go into what kind of grinded my gears today, because it's actually something that might need to go to court, and where a lawyer is involved, and I'm being treated a little bit unfairly, let's say it that way. I didn't do anything wrong, but someone did something to me, and I need to go to court, and I'm talk with the lawyer, stuff like that. So I cannot go into detail into that. But long story short, this is something that really pissed me off this morning and put me into a very bad mood, because I can deal with issues, with troubles, but if I'm being treated unfairly or someone is taking advantage of me, and that is something that I'm really struggling with, to keep my temper, because it's not that great, especially if it kind of impacts your life to a very high degree. But anyways, this brings us a little bit to what I want to talk about. I'm so glad that I'm now going to Muay Thai training and kind of get my mind off of that. And I think some of you would kind of consider, he's going to Muay Thai training to kind of get his energy out, hitting the pads, maybe sparring, maybe hitting someone and stuff like that, and getting out all of that excessive anger energy. But that's not it. That's not why I personally recommend martial arts, be it BJJ, be it boxing, be it in my case Muay Thai. At least today. Yesterday was boxing, today is Muay Thai. I did BJJ in the past, or at least some form of ground martial arts. That's not what this is about. Actually, you should not go angry to martial arts training. It's not great, because it's not great because you potentially hurt yourself, or more importantly, you hurt your partner. Martial arts training for me is just a way to be in the moment, to kind of forget or being forced to switch off my brain, be in the moment, because if I'm not in the moment, I get hurt or someone else get hurt. Even if you are the one that is holding pads, if you are not in the moment and you don't anticipate where your partner is trying to hit the pads, you will get hit and therefore get hurt. So you have to force yourself to be in the moment, and that is a really good way to kind of, in air quotes, forget your issues or everything that is troubling your mind. So that's the first part of this video, where I feel like find something, and just going to the gym, like having some weights and stuff like that, or doing cardio, for me personally, that never worked. When I'm on a treadmill, I was always still thinking about my problems. When I'm pushing weights, as also my mind still can wander. So for me personally, going to the gym or to the regular gym isn't or has not been able to keep my mind off anything that was troubling me. So that's why I personally recommend martial arts training. And keep in mind, I am over 40, way over 40, and I just started. I've been always into martial arts all of my life, so maybe take this with a grain of salt, but I only started Muay Thai and sparring in general, so actually getting hit, when I 2.5 years ago. Before that, as I said, I did some groundwork, sparred ground fighting, but that's not as, let's say, dangerous in air quotes, like doing boxing or Muay Thai sparring where you actually get hit. So I started that when I was already over 40, so keep that in mind. You are never too old to start this kind of stuff. And I would actually really recommend, the older you get, the more you kind of need to take care of your body. And with Muay Thai, it's a full body workout. You train your hips, your legs, and it's so important to keep yourself moving the older you get. So that is something. Next up, this YouTube thing. Just like martial arts, where you do so many reps, let's take boxing for example. You do a lot of pad work where the combination is basically always, in air quotes, the same. 1-2s, 1-2-3s, 1-2 ducking and stuff like that. You repeat that over and over and over and over again. With the goal in mind to let your body remember that, so it goes into your muscle memory, so that at some point it becomes reflex. And that's the same thing with this daily vlogging business. I noticed tomorrow I will do my 30th vlog, meaning I've been doing this daily for a month now, and I already can tell a lot of benefits by doing this every single day. And that's just the same thing, just like hitting the pads when boxing. You repeat. You do the same thing over and over again, talking to the camera. For me now, I'm forcing myself to do this one take, so don't get this twisted. I'm not doing one take vlogs because I'm lazy and because I want to kind of underline, oh, let's do this simple. Yes, I'm doing that as well. I'm telling you, try to make simple vlogs because they are more authentic. But more importantly, for yourself, for me personally, I'm forcing myself to do one take vlogs, to force myself to keep talking without any pauses and to improve my articulation in front of the camera. And that was a sentence almost with no punctuation, no pause. And that's what I wanted to tell you. This is something that I noticed with myself. I'm more able to string a sentence, probably way too long and way too complicated, without any pauses and any ums and ers. And that is something that I try to force myself with this one take vlogs, not because I'm lazy, not only because I want to kind of emphasize that these simple vlogs are amazing, but more importantly to kind of force myself to learn something, to practice something, to put in the reps, to get that into muscle memory. And after a month I can already feel that doing these reps has helped me immensely, just like hitting the pads. I'm doing that over and over again. 1-2 duck, 1-2 weave, 1-2 slip. And that is into my muscle memory. And this is the same thing. Hitting record, putting the camera in place, just talk. Switch it off, put it in the editing software, do what I need to do with the audio and stuff like that, export, then think about what could I talk about next. Those are the reps that I'm putting in or have been putting in now for every single day, and I already can tell how much it has benefited me, not only for this channel not only for my skills talking in front of the camera, but also for my main channel. Plus, identifying all of the mistakes that I make. For example, yesterday I did a moto vlog. What I did not take care of was the audio. What happened is I put my external recorder into my jacket pocket, but I did not take care of the audio jack and the cable being properly inserted into the mic jack. So it was slipping out a little bit, and that is why in that vlog you were actually able to hear this small little click 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 noises, and that was not something on my collar or anything, but that was the mic jack going slightly in and out all of the time, causing those little digital cracks. And that's what I now identified, and I will try to find a solution, maybe gaffer tape the jack onto the mic jack or whatever. So doing this every single day helps you to make mistakes, and I always kind of recommend this, and I always have been saying this in these vlogs. You are allowed to make mistakes. You need to make mistakes, and you only can find those mistakes if you do this regularly. Then identify those mistakes and try to improve them over time. And that's what I wanted to say about doing these reps in. Going back to my initial thought where I'm saying shoulder check when you are overtaking, always check your blind spots. Going back to what I was saying before, for me these daily vlogs are not only a way to practice, but also to get my thoughts out, because my mind, even before this vlog, was always racing in a good way in terms of, oh, what kind of video can I make next? I'm a very creative person in a way, and I like to make these videos, but I also am now a little bit more challenged, because these review videos that I do, I always have a product that I review. So there are creative processes where I'm thinking about, okay, what kind of shots I can make, but not necessarily about what I can talk about. Now, having this daily vlog, I have to think more about what I could do next, and that keeps my creative juices flowing, and I challenge myself, which is why these vlogs are so amazing to me to make, and it's so refreshing to make. Moreover, it's just as I said, repetition, and as you were able to tell in my previous motor vlog, where I kind of admitted to my guilty pleasure of reality TV, that video will actually come out today. I've actually been able to kind of pre-produce. I'm always one day ahead of making these videos. So today you will see reality TV, tomorrow another video, and what I'm recording now is the day after. And as you were able to see with that vlog, I'm trying to incorporate more of my private stuff, like also in this, where I'm kind of telling you that I somehow had a shitty day. I'm trying to incorporate more of my private stuff, interests, and then kind of loop back to the overarching story or idea of these videos that are filmmaking and content creation. And that is also something that challenges me to be creative. How can I incorporate lifestyle stuff with something that you as new creators can benefit of? So potentially making this channel always interesting for newcomers, but also keep you, for those of you who already learned everything that I potentially was able to give to you as information, are able to still enjoy these videos, because I'm hopefully able to give you some interesting stuff from my life. So that is what my goal is and my creative challenge with these videos. And as I said, even if you think you have a boring life, I think I said that yesterday. I have a boring life as well, or at least the parts that I personally consider able to be documented with my phone or with my video camera. Those are boring parts. All of the interesting parts I cannot document with the camera for whatever reason it might be. So I just want to encourage you, even if you think that your life is boring, you will always have something to talk about, and don't kind of stop yourself with the thought, oh, no one else is interested about that, because that's not what these videos should be about. These videos should be about you putting the reps in and you just speaking stuff off of your chest. Yes, I would have loved to talk a little bit more about the issue that I had this morning, but I can't or wasn't able to. However, right now, reality check, I feel already a little bit better. I feel already a little bit better being able to talk a little bit about what has happened now and how I utilize this vlog, or how I utilize my hobby with martial arts to get my mind off the troubles that I have today. So yeah, just make these vlogs, talk about whatever you want. Don't worry about if someone else is interested in that. Use this to make yourself feel a little bit more relieved of whatever is going on in your head. Don't worry about if anyone watches, and consider this as practice. Consider this as a diary to some degree, and something that you can use to make yourself feel a little bit relieved by talking about whatever is going on in your head. Now that I went through the tunnel, I can see that the head of my Pocket 3 is not facing me, so I don't know if I'm still in frame, because I always switch off the camera not the camera, I switch off the display when I'm in the car, so I do not get distracted when I'm driving. So always stay safe when you're driving. I don't know where the camera is pointing, so again, I don't know if you can see me, but if you want to see yesterday's vlog, if you want to see the vlog where I kind of admitted to my guilty pleasure, where I talked about reality TV, I tried to find the button. Click the button somewhere up here. YouTube thinks that you like the button somewhere down here. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking the button somewhere up here. Again, I don't know if I'm still in frame, so please excuse about that. And I wish you all a better day, or a better start in your day than I had. And I see you in the next video. Thank you very much.